Last round of this daily event, sealed, preparation for GP Worcester Boston. We're not going to mull this. Doesn't have any of our good cards, but it's got enough lands. We can rummage away our bad cards. Gas, Borgs. Sure, let's play Swamp. That way, if we draw Sign in Blood, I would strongly consider playing it instead of a Walking Corpse. Yuck. Opponents lead off with Chronometon, it just makes me sad. It gives you so much mana flexibility, I think that card's absolutely excellent. We're going to go ahead and play the Corpse. An unexciting 2-drop in our deck with very few ways to exalt it. It is funny that a Walking Corpse can become exalted. Whatever the case, though. Actually, thinking about our deck, it's disappointing. I'm definitely going to attack into his Chronometon. And if I wanted to, I could Disentomb it. Which I don't. Okay, so yeah, he's not going to lose this guy. This guy's way more valuable than my crappy Grizzly Bear. This turn we're going to play the Rummaging Goblin. If he wants to murder it, I'm okay with that. But I would like to start looting for stuff. Or rummaging. Rummaging for stuff. Tossing my stuff aside before going for more stuff. Now he's going to burn my guys both off. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, I was ready for Flames of the Firebrand, but maybe we'll see something else happen. Maybe some guys will fight each other. Nope, Farseek for another mountain. So next turn Fire Elemental will be tough for me. Giant Scorpion could stick around for a while, though. For sure he's not done with his turn, because Tormented Soul is going to be attacking. What Tormented he is. Feeling a little bit less stressed this round. I restarted Moto, and my lag clicks aren't quite as bad. It's amazing how much RAM this thing takes up. So when I go into my system, it's like Steam was secretly on the whole time. Oh. Wow, that's almost... What's happening? Well, we're definitely going to quit. Oh. No, we're not going to send that error report right now. That doesn't bode well. I feel like I was just talking about how Magic Online's program was at least a little bit inefficient in my computer. Maybe I lost my internet connection there. That's possible. Occasionally Comcast will blip me. By blip, I mean get me the internet finger, as it were. So I was going to say I was feeling a little bit less stressed because the program seemed to be running well. Yeah, of course this user's already logged on. Why wouldn't he be? What am I trying to say? I was a little bit less stressed out because I wasn't lag clicking so much, so I was having a little bit of fun, but now I'm going to be totally stressed out. Kind of excited about version 3, version 4, whatever it is, new client coming online. What's happening here? I will not be blocking that. Good to be back, sir. Slater Raid. The Thirst Quencher, the Fresh Maker. What's it called? The Gatorade, the Thirst Quencher with electrolytes for the Olympiad. The Slaterade, Slatterade. Use this while you're putting together the trundle of your IKEA bed. Slaterade. While you're paving your driveway, you can drink this to replenish your electrolytes. I don't know. So I guess I came back, and now he's like, maybe I should Kindled Fury my guy. Please do. Please Kindled Fury your guy. Okay, well, this turn... Oh. So do I pitch a land? I think I do at this point, because I have a couple draws to draw another land to Rise from the Grave something. He doesn't have anything in his yard that I want to take yet, that's for sure. But right now, yeah, I would like to discard Swamp. Find me something good to eat. That's pretty good, actually. So the question is, do I do that or do I play the Scorpion? His guy could start attacking on his turn. Scorpion could put a stop to that, but I kind of want to see what cards I'm going to draw. I think like sometimes having access to additional cards like Chronometon is really good. So this is awesome because I get to play the Chronometon and the Evolving Wilds. So what I'm trying to say is that turned out well for me. Pass the turn. Was not punished at all for my Rummaging Goblin play or the Sign of Blood play. And now my Chronometon starts to come online a little earlier, granted, not as big as his, but hopefully I can find a removal spell to deal with his once it becomes unwieldy for me. Ooh, just had a little bit of a burp. Unique physiological fact about me, I cannot... Oh, man. Everything I said is wrong. He just ruined my Chronometon. And he's probably going to kill the Rummaging Goblin, right? No, I guess he wants to let me rummage another turn. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm going to have a hard time getting through. Okay, so making that die is going to be hard. I don't even know what this ultimate is. Yeah, it means I lose. Okay, so now I have to start thinking outside the bun. Hope I get a kickback from Taco Bell for saying that. So, a few things that could take us out of this. Removal spell-wise. Flames of the Firebrand would help. I might be willing to pitch one of my guys in the Flames to deal with that. I definitely think I find a mountain here. Or do I find a swamp so I can stay ahead on the Mutilate count? I mean, what are the odds that I just keep drawing swamps and Mutilates to keep up with this Chronometon? Pretty low, I think. So we're going to go ahead and find the mountain. That way I can Volcanic Geyser if I draw that. Might be incredibly important. Having more creatures out will be good, especially creatures that don't die to this. Unfortunately, Rummaging Goblin dies to that. That's bad. Pretty bad, I must say. So right now we've got a handful of mediocre cards that he can kill. We gotta rummage. We gotta rummage our mountain away. That's good. That might help to get us out of this pickle a little bit. Probably not that much, in all honesty. I can't play that and a creature at the same time. Really would love to kill his Tormented Soul, but that's just not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to get away with that. What I see myself doing is attacking with a Walking Corpse into Chandra, and then when he blocks, I deal 2 to the Chronometon and 1 to Chandra. Putting it at 3, I'm still in a bad position, but at least I get to reduce Chandra's health a little bit. Something. Am I misthinking anything? I could Flames Chronometon, then he turns into a 4/4 attack and put Chandra at 2. That's not very good either. I think dealing with a Chronometon is necessary, but like, maybe keeping my Walking Corpse alive is necessary. Yeah, I think it has to be this turn. Alternatively, I can just kill both of his guys. Maybe that's better than putting extra damage on Chandra. Don't know. So what happens here is the Chandra kills our guy, and then the ultimate goes online. Following turn. Okay, so let's say I Flames this in the Tormented Soul. Chandra kills this, goes to 6. I'm sorry, goes to 5. Next turn I play the Giant Scorpion Chandra, hits me and goes to 6. And then I can hopefully ping it down, but if he has a blocker, then he can go up to ultimate. It's just hard for me to, I think, win through. So I think I have to be willing to let the Tormented Soul live here. And that's just the way it has to be to keep Chandra from getting that big that quickly, and I'll be taking damage from this. And that's just the unfortunate way it has to happen. One thing I might want to do is disentomb. Could actually disentomb the Chronometon. That at least forces this to target something. Forces that to target the Chronometon instead of the Rummaging Goblin. So doing that, why did he do that? Did I... Okay, so he didn't do that for any reason, I think. Unless I misclicked. That I do. Okay. So I actually think returning the Chronometon keeps my Rummaging Goblin alive for a turn that I can get through and nail Chandra. I actually think that's a good play at this point, even though it makes me pretty sad to do. The alternative would be just to wait and play the Walking Corpse, and Chandra at least doesn't kill that. No, I'm doing it this way. Forcing Chandra to target this, because I think the Rummaging Goblin is valuable right now. Like, granted, he could play a creature that just blocks the Rummaging Goblin, then at least I can play the Giant Scorpion, I get to rummage once. Alternatively, he targets the Rummaging Goblin at this point, and then I get to keep Chronometon alive. Okay. That's rough. At least I don't have to suffer Chandra Ultimate for a little bit. If I can kill this, then I can rise from the grave. It should be good. It's classy. Yeah. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is pitch a rise from the grave. Let's find something good. Mind Rot. That's not very good. I need to play this Scorpion. So we're a little bit back on the clock, because I'm thinking, and because Moto crashed. Or maybe my internet went down. Unclear. We lose our Rummager here. If he attacks with Garrick's Pack Leader, I think I actually do block, and then I just rise from the grave. Don't quite know how I'm going to get out of this one. This Mind Rot, highly questionable in the main. I think I was just so excited to play black because I was worried I wouldn't be able to win games without Mutilate. Mutilate hasn't done anything for me. Great, he gets to draw a card. That's another blocker, too. So, I will take that creature if I can. No. Okay, so now the Intimidate is much worse. That's fine, I suppose. Okay, so neg 3ing everything doesn't do very much here. Like, I suppose what happens this turn is that I attack and then he blocks with the Arsonist, right? So I have to do something with Mutilate pretty soon. Like, I could wait another turn, Mind Rot this turn. I think I do this and I have to be willing to take a bunch of damage. So, either I trade for a point of Chandra, or... Okay. I mean, that's sort of expected. That does have the benefit of, I guess... I mean, maybe I Mutilate solely for the sake of getting a Blade Tuskboard in the graveyard so I can rise next turn. But then I'm in this position where Chandra's at 6, and it's very difficult for me to get out of that situation. Plus his Garrick's Pack Leader doesn't die. That's pretty bad. It's like I need to draw a Swamp, too, to make that happen. So, I just know that, like, Mind Rot doesn't get me ahead tempo-wise at all. Which is really unfortunate. I mean, I could force his hand to use the big Chandra ability at one point. Maybe that's the way to do this. Like, this allows him to keep a 4/4 out, and I lose my Spider. The next turn he pings me, attacks for 4, I got into 8. I take the boar, he pings me and attacks for 4. I go down, at best, then I go down to 4. This is just bad. Like, maybe I Mind Rot him just so I see more of his deck. Or in case he discards a big guy, and then I can rise it. Are those better odds? No, because I get hit for so much damage this turn. I just can't afford to do that. Like, this is unfortunate. I think this is me, like, losing this game right now. Now look at these guys. Oh. So leaving him with a guy and a Planeswalker after a Wrath of God is not the best thing. Now he can dome me for 6 with that. Oh, Grey Ogre and another card. So did I learn that maybe I should have played the Walking Corpse instead of the... It's not even a swamp. Okay, so I can take his 3/3. He attacks for 7. Then I lose. So what we do here is I Mind Rot him to see two cards from his hand. And then we concede. Okay. So we see Disciple and Caving Minotaur. Cool. Concede game. So we gotta deal with a Planeswalker. Mythic Rares were definitely not on our side this tournament, but like I don't think I got a crappy pool. I think my pool is probably pretty good, and maybe I should have tried to play a more aggressive build of some sort. I am going to bring these in. The reason for that is Planeswalker. Bloodthorn Vampire actually is good dealing with Planeswalker too. I would say Dragon Hatchling is, but it's going to die. Even though these things have only 1 toughness, I'm not sure how many I'm going to bring in, but the Duress will come in too. Other things I might leave, Bloodthorn Vampire can get through the turn and kill it, but I think I have to sack too many guys to make that worthwhile. So I'm going to cut that again. Veilborn Ghoul seems not the best, as I have been sort of saying this entire time. Chandra's Fury probably kills Chandra, ironically. Mechanic Geyser is good. Firewing Phoenix is really good here too. So, what cards do I want to cut? I think I cut a Rise from the Grave just to reduce my curve a little bit. Probably want to not bring in all 3 of these. That could be wrong. Servant of Nephirax is probably still good, even though it's a 1 toughness guy. This Mind Rot has not been impressive, but I just need my cards to do more this game. So what else do I cut? Cut this Kindled Fury. That doesn't seem very impressive. I guess it could deal the killing blow to Chandra, but there's also the Disentomb. That's been sort of slow. Like, I sort of anticipated using that more frequently, and it never happened. Like, I almost wonder if I should bring in Reckless Brood. That's another way to deal with Chandra, or just the Fire Elemental as a big guy. Let's go ahead and bring in the Fire Elemental. I'm just nervous bringing in a bunch of 3/1s that can't block and just run themselves into, like 1/1 Goblin Arsonist, but I feel like our deck needs to make some sort of shift to win this matchup. Mind Rot actually has the potential to be good against expensive cards and Planeswalkers, but like casting at that turn, Chandra only costs 4, right? So if I'm really worried about Chandra, Mind Rot probably isn't the right option. Yeah, not sure. Could bring in the Red Ring, which is a little bit better now. Still not extraordinary, but it keeps guys alive. Well, ran out of time. That's fine, because he got done. I'm gonna play first. Now we have a handful of mountains and Mutilate and a Duress. I think this has to be a mole. Now we have a 1 land with Mutilate, Rise, and Murder. Maybe we should board another land, I guess. We're going to mold this. This we keep. Best hand yet. I mean, this game. So, it's going to be hard to win this one. It's okay. Wait, he moved down to 5-2. Oh, I missed that. Best 1-drop ever to lead off with. That card is probably a pretty good rip. I mean, I need to draw land now, but can't complain that much. Unfortunately, he is a guy that if just nothing happens for a while, that guy's going to just grow. I would gladly trade off my Walking Corpse for it again. And actually I would do that and keep the flames, so let's see if he's willing to do that. He will not be willing to do that. Okay, so he mulled to 5, so the odds of him having a 1-drop or another card to play in his turn are pretty low. So he could use Chronometon to activate it right now. It turns to a 2/2. The next turn I would have to, if I wanted to kill it, I would have to put the flames on it. I could also load up an Arms Dealer. I think what I do now is I play the Scorpion and keep the flames in hand. If I have to throw it all to Chronometon, that's okay. He could also cast like an Elvish Visionary, and then I get to kill 2 guys. Or he could cast a Ring, and now I gain a lot tempo-wise, I guess. Especially because he could regenerate his guy, which is totally bad for me. The other option is to, if he draws a land or plays another land and equips, then he can regen it. That seems to be a problem. But I'm definitely going to attack with these guys because trading a Walking Corpse with a Chronometon is completely worth it in my book. But I'm not going to get any greedier than I've already gotten, and we're going to Flames that and him. We're going to do it just like that. We need to be wary of our clock. I guess Moto just grows slower when I'm using a bunch of software over time. So he just skipped his turn, didn't do anything. We have another Goblin to use. I'm going to play the Rummager first. Because Arms Dealer I think is more valuable. I would like to keep it a secret. This game he may concede at some point if he doesn't have anything happen. I don't have extreme pressure on the board, but I mean, it's something. When you roll to 5, it's hard. That guy's probably going to be better served as a 1/1 for 3. Is there an archetype, like, you know how we call things Grizzly Bears and they're 2/2s for 2? Is there an archetype for a 1/1 for 3? Like Tardic Blacksmith or something? Well, now our Rummaging Goblin's not getting in there. Yeah. Okay, I actually don't want that to be able to regenerate. Now I'm wishing I played the Arms Dealer, but fortunately, this turn we can just play this and kill that guy. Cancel. We do want to attack both these guys first, so we don't have to blow a Goblin. Come on, Scorps. Being willing to make that trade is okay with me. Because now we have 2 damage sources for 4 that are instant speed. No cards in hand, but what are you going to do? What is this, Centaur Courser? Oh, I'm good. That really stalls our board. But I'm not going to do anything about it just yet. I'm going to play this. And maybe I should have just blown that up, BOT. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I could blow it up now. Doesn't seem very good. I guess maybe I should have blown it up, BOT. Doing it now was fine, like I said, but it leaves me then without the ability to do so instant speed in his turn. And I might rather do it to the Courser when he goes to equip it. This way also I get an extra damage in, so I'm going to make up for that error. By doing it now, even though that's, I mean, I could get blown out for this, I suppose. But I think it's better to, like, switch your line of play when you made an erroneous play than it is to just sort of pretend it didn't happen and be like, well, I committed, gotta keep going. I mean, it's unfortunate. Basically, the difference is I should have 2 open right now to be able to sack Arms Dealer at any point. But I don't. He doesn't have any plays, so, yeah. Things are looking okay despite that little error. Could have been a big error. At this point, he goes to 3, and I'm pretty sure he's dead after that. Kind of a... I mean, these games are weird when you both mull to this extent. It's kind of unfortunate. So, like, my guess is that he concedes here. Or he might be able to blow out a couple of my guys. I don't know. A Searing Spear on Walking Corpse to keep him alive another turn. Yeah, so that happened. This still puts me in a pretty good situation where he will be at 1 life. I guess it eats up my clock a little bit. I'm gonna play that though, for the sake of Mutilate and for the sake of planning I need a number of other cards and keeping mana open to use the Arms Dealer. Whoops. So I guess he just conceded. Okay, so let's see. We've got Mind Rot, which I was considering bringing back in the to deal with Chandra. Blood Reckoning, I don't think this really does much to him. Do they take damage? Because if they take damage, then no. I was gonna say then you can redirect it to Chandra, and that puts him in sort of an awkward situation. I've been able to cast Veilborn Ghoul all day. The vision I had of like a Nether Spirit control deck is was sundered before my eyes. So I was trying to bring in the red ring now that I have all these red guys. I should probably actually cut a mountain. I shouldn't do that. I was gonna say cut a swamp for a mountain, but I don't think I should do that even with all this stuff. I think the red ring actually does something with flunkies. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red guys. I mean, putting it on 1, letting it grow is significant enough of a problem. I mean, the question is, like, Reckless Brute has to live in order for this ring to be relevant. I'm not sure if the ring is very good. You can make Dragon Hatchling better, too. It's hard to say. I think so many things have to go right. It also has the ability to make other things have haste, which is cool. It's kind of like a Lightning Greaves effect. Helps keep your guys alive from Mutilate. I don't see it being that great. So, I'm not sure if that's right. Because I've gotten... When I lose matches in this format, I tend to lose to rings. Okay, it's the old 5-lander, but we get 6 lands out of our deck, have only 10 left. 1/3 of our cards are lands then. He didn't submit a deck? Oh, so I guess he just waited and didn't board. Okay, so he mulls. I'm not going to mull this because I have almost all the mana I need. I don't want to pitch this for a 1-lander. Have a repeat. Just don't play Chronometon, man. That thing's hard to deal with. Okay, so that's probably one of our worst nightmares. The only other thing that could happen is that I look for a mountain here, and then I draw a Sign in Blood. Okay, that's not the biggest beater in the world, so we'll go ahead and find a mountain. So I guess this is the game where Mutilate has the potential to be big, so we're looking to draw Mutilate, we're looking to draw the Shade. At least we didn't draw a Sign in Blood there. Next turn, I think Giant Scorpion comes down to 4 Arms Dealer, for sure. Especially if I can trade it away for the Deadly Recluse, then I have... Okay, so he finds another land. I imagine one of the other cards in his hand is a land, too. He's got 2 threats, probably. I think our deck is powerful in the late game, like I said. Oh, not Chronometon. Hopefully he's just going to cast an Arsonist. Yes, okay. Much rather see that come down. We drew another Swamp, which, again, is probably the worst card we could have drawn. Granted, we have some cards that can take advantage of swamps, but definitely don't want to be seeing that. Want to be seeing more than 3 9-lands. And I kept a land-heavy hand, right? 2 dudes, 5 lands. Not impressive. But I thought I would be able to consistently draw into something, and I think that could happen still. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lands out of our deck. That leaves 9 left, so 9 out of 29 is what? So a little less than 1/3. So do I trade for this? don't think he has a green ring we've seen, right? I think I trade for this just because I have this Blood Hunter bat that's going to be flying. And I'd rather that carry me through for a while. And he could play some giant guy, and then I'd be awfully sad, I guess. But I've got Arms Dealer, too, to deal with whatever big guy he has. Okay, so now it becomes very sad if I don't have a way to cast the Fire Elemental next turn. Especially after drawing so much land, it would be a pain to be mana screwed. Okay, so his beats are much bigger than mine. The other convenient reason to be able to draw a mountain would be use the Arms Dealer and actually accomplish something with it. I don't think that I block here. Maybe like losing the Giant Scorpion was unwise. He was pretty willing to trade away his guy. Maybe I overvalued my flyer and thinking that I was going to be able to win a race. I do have to say, any card besides a swamp at this point is good. There aren't that many swamps left. That's weird, he didn't do anything. Okay, so we just drew the dream draw, as it were. We attack, see what happens. Is this, it's not Yeva. That's fine. Fine with that happening. So let's play this big fat guy. This Phyrexian Hulk for 1 fewer mana, which I was actually able to cast, fortunately. And as long as he doesn't suit up his Primal Hunt Beast. I hate the way this guy looks. I'm feeling pretty good. So does he have a Kindled Fury? If he had a Kindled Fury or Titanic Growth, both would eat my guy alive. Wow, Hexproof. It's hard to deal with. If he had Kindled Fury, he would... If he had Titanic Growth, he would have attacked with Goblin Arsonist too, I think. So, like, Kindled Fury would do something here. I don't think he would bluff. That'd be a weird bluff, because he would just be throwing everything away. I think if he were bluffing, he would attack the Arsonist too. No, he wouldn't. Not necessarily. You know what, he probably would, if he just wanted to push 3 damage through. Nah, he wouldn't attack the Arsonist. Like, he could be bluffing. I think this is easy Kindled Fury, so I'm going to take this damage. We're going to hope to draw into something that can stall the board a little bit. I'd be happy with almost anything. Oh, that accelerates him, I suppose. It's really relevant. So let's hope we can eat this Arsonist. We didn't. So the question is at this point, do I play both these guys and then just try to not kill the Arsonist? That seems pretty bad. Obviously the reason I didn't play the Servant before combat was because he would just block and kill the Servant. I would have been trading it for that Arsonist. I think I might actually play the Servant, though, in order just to bait out whatever combat trick he's got with the Primal Hunt Beast. So this does stall the board a bit when I have a big fat beater. This is something that has to be done. Maybe he's just going to cast like a 8-drop. Nope. He's going to cast that. That's no good. Let's see if Hunt Beast gets in there. Does. No, it doesn't. Okay, so... Why would he attack with that? That's weird. Oh, he's got the Kindled Fury. Of course. We drew another land. Okay, so what sort of situation am I in? If I play the Arms Dealer, I can only hit a dude. Can't hit this dude. Can hit the Arsonist, and then that just pings me. Then I attack, and he has Kindled Fury. He would not have attacked with this guy. Had he not, would he not have Kindled Fury? So here's the question. Do I lose the game if he has Kindled Fury? What are the cards I could draw next turn? Because I'm getting a read on Kindled Fury. I lose the game if he has Kindled Fury and I attack. If I do not attack, I guess I think it would be more valuable for him to push through 3 damage there, and to leave the Goblin Arsonist back just to block and die, and to dome me. If he, whether or not he had Kindled Fury, like, this screams Kindled Fury to me, like, I really think he has it. The question is, like, do I lose if he does, no matter what? Because if I do, I have to play like he doesn't have it. And if he does have it, then I don't think I attack. What are the cards I could draw to get out of this? Gorgon, I guess. This is rough. Mutilate. Mutilate kills the whole board. It's not even good for me. Number of turns I have before he can gain control of the game with Chandra is pretty low. It's funny, this set's Chandra's a lot better in this set. Just because there's so many creatures with 1 toughness, they enhance the power of that card. So I could draw Chandra's Fury too and just burn out Chandra. So there's some cards I could draw, because I boarded in Chandra's Fury. I could draw the burn spell Volcanic Geyser. I could draw the Gorgon next turn. Nothing else is very good. I don't want to just pitch that. Do those cards do something extra if I don't lose this guy to Kindled Fury? Do they? They still do, but it's way worse. Then I lose the game much more quickly. Chandra's Fury only has 1 more turn to do anything, actually. Really. Yeah, I think I have to hope he doesn't have Kindled Fury. He's really playing like he's got it. I don't think I can win otherwise. Like, if I draw the Gorgon, he's still got the Kindled Fury. He kills the Fire Elemental on the blocks, keeps 50 Arcanist and blocks it. Brings Chandra to 6 that turn. Probably plays a guy. We're going to see if he has Kindled Fury. I don't think I'm really in a good position if he does. So I think I have to potentially lose my dude. Make this decision. So I guess he went AFK. Again, not sure if this was the right decision. I'm going to go ahead and pause it until he comes back. He's back and he blocked, so here's where we see if he has Kindled Fury. He did not have Kindled Fury. Okay, so that means earlier I took unnecessary damage. And here I have to play the Arms Dealer because... No, I don't. What happens if I play the Arms Dealer? He Chandras it, keeps that guy back. That lets me play something else the following turn where I don't have to tap out 5. But also if he plays a bigger blocker, I can deal with that. So I think I play a land, and then I pass. It's like maybe that's wrong, because then I won't be able to murder 2 guys. And I mean that, like, draw murder, and actually I would be able to. So I'll have 8 next turn, 5 murder. So the only cards would be something that costs more than 3. What could I draw that's more than 3? I only have 1 of these in the deck right now. I draw like this Phoenix, which I wish I would have seen a while ago. Okay, we'll take 1. I'm gonna F6 just because we're so low on the clock. This is weird, he's attacking us, so does that mean he's gonna play another guy? Because if so, that means I made the right play by not dropping the Arms Dealer. Unless it's another Hexproof dude. But I'm hoping that Okay, so pings me for 1, draws 1 more card, and gains a life. That's not so bad. I feel like that could have been a mistake on his part. Is he going to play another 1-drop? Oh, okay, maybe that's why this wouldn't be a mistake. Oh, yeah, never mind, he's got... Oh, okay, so we truly get to take advantage of this situation. Okay, so things just worked out really well for us. We also have another, like, way to deal with a lot of his guys. But, come on. Okay, now we gotta move. Right now, it's the clock that's the trouble. I should have played a land before combat, just to... I mean, he could Mind Rot us, I guess. But I feel like playing a Swamp is right when I have this instant. I don't think he's going to Mind Rot us. Is he just going to cast Mind Rot right now? No. Okay. Would have been pretty atrocious if he had. I don't really want to trade my Fire Elemental for that guy, though. So now the clock is going to be our enemy. I guess we thought for quite a long time there. I'm not going to attack into that and just trade it. I'm going to be F6ing an awful lot, though. If I see him start to tap, I'm immediately going to auto-yield. Remove auto-yields. Okay, so we're drawing a lot of lands. Volcanic Geyser would be a good draw. Sort of weird. What is this? Yuck. Okay, I'm actually going to attack into that. That is bad. I'll look in his hand right now because I think any card. Come on, target it. Oh god, lag. Okay, that's awesome. I have to be willing to take a ton of damage here, just for the potential to. This puts him at 9. If I can get through with the Fire Elemental another turn, I can Chandra's Fury him out. So he has to do nothing and attack both guys, but that gives us an out. I wish I wouldn't have deliberated so long after the, whatever he did. Or play a blocker that has only 1 toughness. That would also be a victory. Come on. Okay, he's being smart about this. I think I have to Fury him this turn no matter what. Okay, that's good. That thing dies to Fury. Come on. Okay, this is exciting. Walking Corpse, not very good. Do I do anything here? The answer, I think, has to be no. But my clock is not on my side. Oh, the lag flicks are getting worse. Okay, immediately F6. Okay, so if we draw the Geyser, it might actually be trouble casting it. I don't care if I win, I just want... Well, I don't care if I actually physically win prize. It would be nice to at least win, perhaps not technically, but in an almost more literal sense. Log Flunkies, that guy gets cast. Come on, let's cast him. Okay, F6, F6. Don't have much more time. Gonna be trouble to... Wow, I'm losing like 3 seconds every turn. Is he going to draw another guy here? That would be unfortunate. Let's just draw a Volcanic Geyser and actually try to cast it. Another Death Touch guy. Awesome. So now we would lose everybody on the attack, and he would be able to keep a Scorpion and a pack leader. So now attacking has become unprofitable. A guy that I can never pump because of the timer. That's unfortunate. Nope, we're definitely skipping through combat right now. Come on. He can attack into us and force us to block too, and that wastes our clock. Okay, so we have to target something here. Let's target the bat. A bunch. Okay, this just got exciting, didn't it? I don't think I'm going to pump the Chronometon. Not feeling that zesty. Actually, it might be necessary here. Come on, once he decides who's attacking, I'm pumping this guy. Now I'm F6ing the combat, attacking, and then if I drew a relevant card, which I did unfortunately, we are not going to be looking for a swamp, which is awesome. Oh, you guys like the excitement. Okay, come on, come on. Down to the last... Oh, man, is he going to kill the bat? I'm going to have to block this turn. Okay, well, you guys saw it. I won this game. That's the important part. Here comes 4 guys. I just have to click 4 times, right? What's going on? Is he going to Vault Geyser me out? Why would he... He's just drawing a million cards? That's fine. Why would he do that? I can take 7. Oh, man, did he draw into something relevant to kill the Blood Hunter bat? No. He can't draw anything relevant with just 1 black. So make some guy unable to block. Here come a bunch of dudes. They're all going to come in. Because he's going to time me out here and take the prize. No, he didn't. So this guy must be not trying to time me out, or he doesn't notice. Either way, I appreciate that. But that just happened. Okay, so I just F6. We drew nothing relevant. F6. Okay, it's out of our control now. Are we going to take 3-1? Barely? Yes! Alright, guys. I'll see you next time. That almost gave me a heart attack. He left. I was going to GG. I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed it.